What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, the sun bitch, honey. You know, I'm out here a little later. Sun is in the diva's face, girl. How are y'all feeling today? It's been overcast the past few days. So the sun, when we hit the sun up, come to the park, you know what I'm saying? Get out a little bit. Take a little walk. People, I don't have anything to talk about, okay? I don't know how we're gonna do with this light, girl. With Miss Sun over here. Like that. Alright. So what are we talking about today? Honey, I had to get myself together. I had a cord around my neck, the charger. I had this scarf on because I don't want my neck to be cold. It don't match, so I was giving you Lenny Kravitz and it don't match, so I had to take it off, but I just needed my neck to be warm for a second. My favorite jacket, you know, you gotta wash it sometimes. You gotta wash that shit sometimes. So, you know, I like to wear a track jacket, so, because it covers my neck, but it's not too aggressive. So what's going on, y'all? Let me see what y'all said y'all gonna talk about today. Hold on. Let me see what it says. Did I save this? Okay, so what are we talking about? Let's see. Let me go to a website because I don't have nothing to talk about, y'all. Leslie Jordan, honey, he has really been so funny in the last, you know, since everybody has been, you know, quarantined, child. He is just making little videos. He's bored, but he's so funny, and his accent is so country, and he's just so funny. What did he was, hold on. Look what he was saying the other day. Hold on. Why is it not playing?
It's a good
Oh my God. Frank Ocean, okay. Hold on, I'm trying to get, what's his name? Leslie Jordan. I don't know why it's not playing. Let's see. Anyways. Oh, that's why. Hold on. That's Nipsey Hussle. But I was trying to figure out if this thing was on. I want to stop it. There we go. So y'all can hear Leslie Jordan. Okay, here. Hold on. Hold on. So what have y'all been doing? All the shows are about to come back on. Potomac, Beverly Hills, New York. Somebody else is coming on. Someone else is coming on. The Tiger King is really getting a lot of attention. And I know it's killing what's his name that he's in jail. I know it's killing him that he's in jail during this time, and he could really revel off of all of this attention that he's getting. Joe Exotic, you know, he's getting a lot of attention, and I know he can't take it. But you knew what you was in jail for. Okay. All right, so Leslie Jordan, you know, he was in The Help, and he was on American Horror Story too. Let's see. Oh, and on Will and Grace. He was on Will and Grace. Okay, look. You know, okay, hold on, let me show you. He's so funny. Hold on, I'm just gonna play it here.
What are y'all doing? Screwing? There was an article in the New York Times about all the rules for sex during the pandemic. Said the best is masturbation. My God, I'm 65. I can't even do that. It takes too long. It's too involved. I bet there'll be a lot of babies born. 9 months be Christmas babies. I feel like y'all all out there screwing, and here I am just sitting. Well, screw on.
He's so funny. He is so funny. If you watch Will and Grace, he was on Will and Grace. But if you've seen his Help, he was in Help. You saw him. You saw his face, so you know who Leslie Jordan is. But he's been making videos. I ended up following him on Instagram because he is really funny, making these little videos during this time. Let's see what we can talk about. I don't know. I'm just down here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Nobody put anything. I put a thing, let's talk. But I put it on the community page too late. I put it on there too late. I should have put it on there last night so I can have the things this morning. The topics this morning. Let's see what's going on. Down to the Twitter. Hello? Oh, let me talk to him. Let me talk to him. Should I call you Dylan? Okay, well then you act like you have some sense. It's only 7. Listen, it's only 7 o'clock in the morning. You shouldn't be using any profanity at 7 o'clock in the morning. What's wrong with you? That's number one. Wait a minute. That's number one. Number two, you're not done with your stuff. Until you're done with your stuff, then you start on your next task. Okay? All right. What? What's up? Okay. All right. I'll handle it. Thank you. Hollering and screaming and cussing in the morning. Wonder where he get that from.
Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice.
Hey, come on, Nip. Yes. All right, y'all. So what else are we talking about? Okay, let me get down to the Twitter. This is gonna be all over the place. The other video the other day was all over the place too. Love and Hip Hop, and then I realized that I really didn't watch Love and Hip Hop. Because I was watching other people's reviews and I was like, when did that happen? I was like, girl. So then I went and tried to watch it again. I tried to watch it again and I couldn't get into it. I watched it up to the part where, because I remember they had gone to church, but I didn't realize it was a church. And I forgot that Carly had told Sierra, my best friend is Karma or something like that. Something she said. You know what? I think we really need to analyze why we only associate bad things happening to people as karma. You know what I mean? And then it's like the weird things you associate, like it's almost like you you say it's karma, but it's really your secret desire that something bad happened to that person. And then when it does, you're like, oh, it's karma. But what if it was you? Ooh. Ooh, what if it was you? What if it was you? Oh, come on, you better think about it. What if it was you, y'all? Oh, my goodness. Y'all, they said something about Apollo and Peter was on down there to they was down there on different strokes. Now the world don't move to the beat of just one. What might be right for you, hey, may not be right for some. I don't want to get a copyright infringement. You really can't do nothing down here on this damn thing, on this application. What happened with Stacey Abrams? Let's see what they said. A stunning admission of a deadly ignorance from Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, who says he only just learned that asymptomatic people can transmit. Individuals could have been infecting people, but before they never felt bad, and they didn't know until the last 24 hours. I always be wondering if the people signing in the back are what they're saying. I would really like to learn sign language. I trained a girl a few months ago who was a sign language interpreter. And I was like, why don't you try to get in the court? She was like, it's hard. But the courts, I know a guy I knew him from like in my 20s and shit. And he had his girlfriend. I wonder if they still together. His girlfriend was a sign language interpreter in the courts. I know her ass was making bank. I was like, that was in my 20s, girl. Shout out to y'all. I wonder if they still together. Still together. They said y'all could have had Stacey Abrams. Just saying. Oh, that's why she's trending. Okay. Why is Alyssa Milano trending? What is this thing that's I really don't. I care, but I don't. It's like, what is this thing that they keep saying that the people from The View have this issue with Bernie Sanders? I don't get it. Treasury reverses on tax return requirement for some to get $1,200. The Treasury announced late Thursday that Social Security beneficiaries who typically do not file a tax return will automatically get the $1,200 payment and no longer must submit anything extra. I wonder if you niggas that owe child support, are you y'all gonna get this? I wonder people who owe child support, are they gonna get this little check? Snatch it up. Snatch them up. That's not nice, Erica. All right, what's up? Okay, let's go to Baller Alert. This video is not gonna come out until late in the evening because I'm gonna have to edit it so it won't really be all over the place. And I only been talking for 13 minutes, Lord. I don't know what we gonna do. What is we gonna do? What? Nene said that Kim Zolciak should replace Eva. That really just made me want to throw up. What is wrong with Nene? Literally, what is wrong with her? Because last year? When was it that Kim was on there? They tried to bring Kim back to get with Kenya, and Kenya got in her ass every single time she got a chance. What was that? Because Kenya wasn't on last season, so it was the season before last. Was Sheree on there too? That's when Sheree's ass that was your last time we saw you. Was that? Tell me if I'm lying. I don't remember. But you was in red. I remember. Nene, you were in red, and what's her name was in red, and Kenya was sitting next to you gathering Kim Zolciak while y'all was accusing her of being a racist. But you want her back on the show. What? Because you want somebody to argue with? Because nobody else will actually engage with you? I would be surprised if Kim would actually engage with you. Nene Leak says Kim Zolciak should replace Eva. So you say you don't come from nobody's pockets. That's so crazy to me. This is a woman not outside of everything. This is a woman who has children, a new baby. And you saying that you want her off of the show to replace somebody who I guess you care more about Kim with her 17 babies. What does Troy do? Is he a correspondent on Fox News or something? Croy? Is that his name? I call him Troy. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The one I'm willing to bet got a Confederate flag in their basement hanging up. Go look at the basement while you down there looking at Nene's house. Yeah, Nene, then she said your ass was dirty too? She said you were dirty. And said you had roaches. When everybody know that Atlanta damn there is filled with all kind of damn bugs and stuff. But tried to make it seem like you was a dirty and sent it to everybody, honey. And that's a girl you want back on the show? A white girl? Whatever. I don't know what is going on with this thing, child. But whatever. Y'all gonna have to deal. I just wrapped this on. You know, this is my red ugly scarf. You know, my scarves are interchangeable. They will go from around my neck to around your head. My head. In a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? Because my head be cold, y'all. Anyways, no, it's not like Leaks and Zodiac have always been the best of terms either. Anyways, Nene is always talking about replacing somebody, whatever. It says the second pastor was charged with violating public order that churches, second pastor charged with violating public order vows. Church will be open again Sunday. Police have charged another pastor with defying public orders against large gatherings, making him the second pastor in 2 days. This pastor defied orders by holding church services that included hundreds of members. And despite the charges, he vowed that the church doors will stay open this coming Sunday. Come on. What kind of church is it? Tony Spell is his name, of the Life Tabernacle Church. When everybody in there gonna be dead. What's wrong with him? Kardashians filmed the final episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians on their cell phones after production stops. Oh. Why does production... Oh, they said the production stopped after her and Courtney got into it. And so they were just recording everything on their phones. We filmed the entire last season except the last episode. So now they'll have to shut down production. It'll be all of us in quarantine. Oh, okay. This has to do with the quarantine. My bad. I thought it had to do with her and Courtney. Because she said on The View that they didn't shoot for a couple of days after her and Courtney got into a fight. Tekashi 6ix9ine might be released from prison early because of his asthma. Girl, okay. Sprint and T-Mobile officially merge after a $31 billion deal. Oh, shoot. Let me go to my little thing real quick. Y'all buying, y'all doing your little stocks and stuff? Y'all buying your little stocks and stuff? Huh? Are y'all? What else is going on? I need to turn this car off. I'm wasting gas. Okay. Let me go back to Baller Alert. What else is going on, y'all? Okay, here's some. R. Kelly tells judge he wants out of prison because he isn't a threat to society. Let me tell you something. I don't even have to read the article. Pedophiles are a threat to society. That is the only thing I think where you should apply the death penalty. You know why? Because there will always be children. So you will always be a threat. Always. You are a threat and a danger and a menace to society. You should not be allowed back into society at all. And I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care. I do not care. There will always be children. There will always be little girls. Until this type of in society that we live in where men are allowed and it's okay for men to start looking at little girls when they're 16 and admit it without anybody thinking anything is weird or crazy about it. There will always be little girls. So yes, Robert, you are a threat to society. You are a threat, sir. And you need to stay your bitch ass right in jail. You need to rot. You need to be in the basement. You actually need to be in a concrete cylinder with just a hole for your mouth and your nose, and food fed through a tube to your arm. That's how you should live the rest of your life, honey. They don't want women to be the damn punishment givers out here, honey. It would be something totally different. You are a threat to society. Yes, you need to stay your behind right where you are. Exactly where you are. You hear me? Shoot. I can't believe that. Let me actually read it now. He tells judge he wants out of prison because he isn't a threat to society. He claims that he's not a threat to society and wants out of prison. Disgraced singer-songwriter R. Kelly is begging a judge to release him from a prison, claiming that he would stay away from trouble if he were to be released. Kelly is currently in jail for several child sex assault cases and the multiple allegations of child sex abuse made against him. Not only are you a threat to society, but obviously you need an additional mental evaluation for you to actually fix your lips to ask somebody to let you out. You're crazy. That man is out of control. Out of control. Husband hides his positive status illness to be with wife during childbirth. Y'all, I don't understand what's wrong with y'all. They said the mask that you guys can wear the mask now. At first they said it does, because it doesn't make sense what they said, that the mask only helps you if you have it and don't want to spread it or whatever. But now they're saying you shouldn't wear it if you don't have it. But now they're saying you should wear it even if you don't have it because people are asymptomatic, meaning that they don't show any signs of having anything because their immune system is probably top notch and the virus can't get a hold of it the way that somebody with a compromised immune system, elders, pregnant women, children, people with autoimmune deficiency and issues and things like that. Those people are your higher risk because they're asthma folks with all kind of issues going on with that, you know. And why would you? Okay, but now they're saying it doesn't make sense. If somebody putting a mask on can prevent you, and you're not having any symptoms, you need to be wearing a mask too. Yesterday I went into the grocery store, and all the checkers had masks on, all of them, and then some people in line had masks on. Now, you know, if I'm not, I might sound ridiculous, right? But I think we are going to get to a point where people are going to be wearing masks. You know how our Asian brothers and sisters, they wear masks all the time. Every now and again, if you see Asian people in the area that you live in, usually the elderly folk, they have masks on. And you know, over in Asian countries, they wear masks all the time because of the air. I think we're going to get to a place where people are wearing masks all the time. I was thinking yesterday, I was like, ooh, bitch, I got to get me something cute to wear. I already was saying I'm going to start wearing gloves for real, but I need black, you know, the gloves that the tattoo artists wear. I need black gloves, honey. If we're going to be doing gloves, because white gloves, they don't go with my, you know, daily outfit. Okay, well, I gotta go. Anything else that's happening, y'all? Rihanna wants kids. I said I wanted to read that Vogue article about her saying that she wanted kids. She says Rihanna says she's not committing to any date in regards to her new album, saying I can't say when I'm going to drop. She added that there isn't much for fans to expect besides good music. I don't want my albums to feel like themes, she said. There are no rules, there's no format, there's just good music, and if I feel it, I'm putting it out. I don't understand why people... I don't know what that is about people rushing creative people to create. It's not something that can be, like, I think we live in this microwave society, right? Where we want everything immediately. And you're asking people to create something, and you don't know what it takes or what goes into coming up with it. You don't know what pain, you don't know what they have to access, you don't know what happiness, you don't know what they have to go through in order to create these things, and you want to rush them into creating. You can't do people like that. And I don't know what this is, where people are always trying to rush an artist to put out an album, and then when they put an album out, you cut them all the way down. You just completely disrespect their creative, what they've created and given to you, because you wanted them to rush it. You let people create. You don't get stuff. Very rarely do you get something good rushing something. Very rare, very rarely. And if you are, it doesn't have any nutritional value. I feel like I have no boundaries. I've done everything. I've done all the hits. I've tried every genre. And now I'm just wide open. I can make anything. She wants to have kids. 3 or 4 kids. And I guess there's some talk about her saying whether I got to go read the article, but whether there's a man in the picture or not. I think I don't even think that is a weird concept to grasp, because women do it all the time. I think her making a statement like that, or similar to that, or in that vein, or with that energy, that she wants kids whether there's a man involved or not. I think there are a lot of women who, like, there was a question going around, like, if your husband or your child had the virus, who would you want? And you had 1 ventilator, who would you save? And the woman said, I would save my husband, because my child can't comfort me during the death of a spouse, but I can be comforted, my husband, but I can be comforted by my husband. And I don't think she even mentioned having another child, or being able to have another child. So a lot of people were going back and forth, having this conversation. But there are some people women who are like, I have to have a partner if I'm going to have a baby, because that is how they envision their life. Like, if I'm going to raise a child, I want somebody there with me. There are some women that are okay with there not being a partner there. So many women have done it. So many women do it. So many women do it. So it's not a foreign concept for her to have an understanding to say, I want children, whether I'm married or not, whether there's a man in my life or not, this is what I want for my life. I want to be a mother. And okay, that's okay. I don't think it's a foreign concept, but I think a lot of people have a problem with it, because those people are the ones who are like, no, you need to have a partner. You need to have somebody helping you. Yes, because it takes a village and all this other stuff. But when a woman has is in a higher socioeconomic level, having children, multiple children, and having a tribe around you, it's not hard to create that, right? It's ones who don't have a tribe around them, where it doesn't make sense for them to be raising children on their own, because they don't have the capacity or the reach to have a lot of people around. If they don't have a lot of people around them, that's not family, right? Because that's what the family is supposed to be for, is to help you. Like, whether you like it or not, whether you like them or not, or how they acquired their wealth and the ways that they did it, that family dynamic that you see on television with those Kardashians is how family should. I'm helping my family. I'm helping my sister. People do it all the time. Regular families do it all the time. Here's my sister. I'm picking up my sister's daughter from school. It's always, if you have a tribe around you, you understand that it does take a tribe to raise children, or it takes a village, or whatever. It really does. And I think that's what the purpose of family is, and community is, and stuff like that. It's not for, oh, just your little nuclear family and that's it. No, you're supposed to have a community around you. So when a woman says, I don't care if there's a man around or not, she's more than likely going to have a community around her, where that wouldn't necessarily be a need. If you have male, female figures around, if that's what the goal is, you can have that with uncles and, and aunts and stuff like that. If you were able to create that, if I'm making sense, you know what I'm saying? All right. Anyways, ooh, bitch, I gotta go. Anyways, let's go. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. We'll get down in the comments. Be respectful. We've been keeping it lighthearted. We have not been. We just only had to get in one person's ass this week. Well, I guess we had to get in two people's ass this week. Steven Jackson and Jason Lee. But I really didn't. I really spared Jason Lee. I really did. I really spared him. I hope he's in therapy. Anyways, y'all take care of each other. Let's get down in the comments and we'll talk. And then leave all of your suggestions. Go ahead and like and subscribe and comment. Go ahead before you leave out of here. If you made it all the way to the end, please hit the thumbs up. The thumbs up creates a space for the diva to be recommended to other people, right? So it pushes the diva out into the atmosphere a little bit. So we want a little push out there. So go ahead and like it, share it on your social media platforms if you feel that any of the topics I discussed would interest your social network. All right. And we'll talk. Take care of each other. What else? I don't have anything else to say. Wash your hands, okay? All right, peace. I'm being nosy. All right, bye.